Ever wondered what it's really like to live in Germany? Beyond the stereotypes of cars, castles, and punctuality, there's a whole other side rules about noise, reserved tables that are social hubs, and a party season that makes Mardi Gras look tame. Today, we're diving into the heart of German culture. No boring travel guide here. We'll uncover 5 of the strangest, most fascinating customs that make Germany unique. From why you should always take your shoes off to how a beer can unlock a community, you're about to see Germany in a whole new light. Grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's jump into the quirks and charms of German life. Let's get started. Let's start with beer. Yes, it's iconic, and in Germany it's so much more than just a drink. It's a symbol of tradition, celebration, and togetherness. Whether you're a local or a visitor, beer is woven into the fabric of daily life here, and it's impossible to ignore its cheerful presence. Oktoberfest is legendary, drawing millions from around the world to Munich every autumn. The festival is a riot of color, music, and laughter, with people donning traditional Bavarian outfits, lederhosen and dirndls, while raising their steins in unison. But while Oktoberfest is the most famous celebration, it's just the tip of the iceberg. The real magic happens every day in the beer garden, where the spirit of community thrives. These open-air beer gardens are scattered across cities and villages, each with its own unique charm and history. Picture long wooden tables shaded by ancient chestnut trees where families, friends, and even strangers gather to share food, laughter, and stories. Here everyone is welcome, young or old, local or traveler. Beer is serious business in Germany. Thanks to the Reinheitsgebot, the famous beer purity law dating back to 1516, every glass is brewed with only water, barley, hops, and yeast. This commitment to purity and tradition means every sip is a taste of history. But the real secret ingredient isn't in the beer, it's in the atmosphere. It's about Gemütlichkeit, a word that means warmth, friendliness, and a sense of belonging. In a beer garden, you're never alone. You're part of a living, breathing community. One of the best traditions? You can bring your own food, homemade pretzels, sausages, or even a picnic basket full of treats. It's common to share a table with strangers who quickly become friends as you swap stories and sample each other's snacks. The atmosphere is relaxed and welcoming. There's no rush, no pressure, just the simple joy of good company and good beer. It's a place where you can truly feel at home, even if you've just arrived. Each region has its own brews and rituals. In Cologne, for example, you'll be served Kolsch in small, slender glasses, and the waiter will keep refilling them until you place a coaster on top to signal you're done. In Bavaria, you might find yourself clinking massive steins and shouting "Prost!" with new friends. The beer garden is more than just a place to drink, it's the public living room of Germany. Here, people from all walks of life come together, united by a love of tradition, conversation, and community spirit. It's not about getting drunk, it's about connecting. The laughter, the music, the clinking of glasses, these are the sounds of friendship and belonging. So next time you're in Germany, skip the bar, find a beer garden, say Prost, and soak up the real German spirit. You'll discover that the best memories are made at a long table, under the open sky, surrounded by new friends. In the end, the beer garden is the heart of social life, a place where everyone belongs and where it's always beer o'clock somewhere. Imagine spotting the perfect table in a German pub, only to be told, that's the Stammtisch. The Stammtisch is a regulars table, reserved for a group that meets like clockwork. It's not about exclusivity, it's about community, loyalty, and tradition. These groups form over years, sharing laughs, debates, and support. Being invited to join is a true honor, it means you're family. The Stammtisch is where local news, gossip, and friendships thrive. It's a living, breathing social network, no screens required. If you see one, don't sit, just watch. You'll glimpse the heart of German community life. It's about belonging, loyalty, and making time for each other. The Stammtisch, more than a table, it's a tradition that keeps people connected. Now, let's talk about something uniquely German, Ruhezeit, or quiet time. This tradition is woven into the very fabric of daily life in Germany, and it's one of those cultural quirks that might surprise you if you're new here. Imagine a time each day when the entire neighborhood seems to pause, and a gentle hush falls over the streets and homes. That's Ruhezeit. It's not a suggestion, it's the law. These quiet hours are officially regulated, and you'll find them written into rental contracts, posted on building notice boards, and even referenced in local government documents. The rules are clear, and everyone is expected to follow them. Noise is strictly limited at night, during midday breaks, and especially all-day Sunday. Typically, Ruhezeit runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., with an additional midday pause from about 1 to 3 p.m. on Sundays and public holidays. The quiet stretches from morning until night. No vacuuming, no lawn mowing, no loud DIY, sometimes even glass recycling is off limits. Everyday activities that might seem harmless elsewhere are put on hold. Even the clinking of bottles at the recycling bin can be frowned upon during these hours. Why? It's about respect for peace and your neighbor's right to quiet. In a country where people often live close together, maintaining harmony is essential. The idea is to create a space where everyone can rest, recharge, and enjoy their home without disturbance. Sundays are sacred, reserved for rest, not chores. Shops are closed, streets are calm, and the day is meant for relaxation, family time, or a peaceful walk in the park. It's a collective pause that gives everyone a break from the hustle and bustle. Break the rule, and you might get a knock from a neighbor, or even a fine. The Ordnungsamt, or local order office, takes complaints seriously, and fines for disturbing the peace can be surprisingly steep. Most people prefer to avoid conflict, so they stick to the rules. For newcomers, it's a culture shock, but it creates a peaceful rhythm to life. Many expats are surprised at first, but soon come to appreciate the tranquility and the sense of community it fosters. It's not just about your space, it's about everyone's shared comfort. By respecting Ruhezeit, you're contributing to a culture of mutual consideration and making life better for everyone around you. So, before you start any noisy task, check the time. A quick glance at the clock can save you from awkward conversations or even a formal warning. Ruhezeit is a reminder. In Germany, consideration for others comes first. It's a small sacrifice for a big reward. A peaceful, respectful, and harmonious community where everyone can truly feel at home. Step into a German home, and you'll be asked to take off your shoes, no exceptions. It's about keeping the outside world's dirt out and respecting the home's cleanliness. But Germans go further. They offer you house slippers, Hausschuhe, so you're comfortable and warm. It's a small gesture that says, "You're welcome, make yourself at home." Kids learn this early. It's second nature. Forget, and you'll get a polite reminder. Shoes inside just aren't done. It's practical, respectful, and instantly makes you feel like part of the family. The home is a sanctuary, and this ritual keeps it that way. So, wear good socks, and embrace the slippers. It's a cozy tradition you'll quickly come to love. When you think of Germany, what comes to mind? Maybe it's precision, punctuality, and a reputation for strict order. Germans are often seen as the masters of efficiency, with their tidy streets, organized cities, and a love for rules that borders on legendary. But once a year, all that discipline gets tossed out the window. Enter Carnival, the wild, unpredictable fifth season that flips the script on everything you thought you knew about German culture. For an entire week, cities like Cologne, Dusseldorf, and Mainz explode with color, music, and laughter. Streets overflow with people in outrageous costumes, and the air buzzes with excitement. It's a time when the usual order dissolves into pure, joyful chaos. The madness kicks off with Women's Carnival, or Weiberfastnacht. On this day, women storm city halls, snip off men's ties as a playful symbol of turning the tables, and take charge of the festivities. Offices and businesses are filled with laughter as everyone gets in on the fun. The highlight of the week is Rose Monday or Rosenmontag. Massive parades wind through the streets featuring giant floats that poke fun at politicians and current events. Satire is everywhere, and the crowds are showered with candy, treats, and confetti. Everyone joins in the revelry, singing traditional songs, dancing in the streets, and greeting each other with the joyful cries of "Alaf" or "Hello!" It's a celebration that brings together people of all ages and backgrounds, united by the spirit of fun. For these few days, the usual rules simply don't apply. The city transforms into a giant playground, where creativity and silliness reign supreme. People let loose, dress up as anything they can imagine, and embrace the freedom to be a little wild. Carnival is more than just a party. It's a joyful rebellion before the solemn season of Lent. The tradition stretches back centuries, blending ancient customs with modern energy. Each year new memories are made, but the heart of Carnival remains the same. Pure, unfiltered joy. While Carnival fever sweeps the Rhineland, you won't find this level of celebration everywhere in Germany. In some regions, life goes on as usual, but in cities like Cologne, the experience is truly unforgettable. a cultural phenomenon you have to see to believe. Carnival reveals a side of Germany that's creative, loud, and bursting with life. It's a time when everyone is invited to join the fun, no matter who you are or where you're from. For many, it's the ultimate cultural pressure valve, a chance to let off steam, connect with neighbors, and celebrate together in the most spectacular way possible. So if you ever get the chance to experience Carnival, don't hesitate. Dive in, dress up, and discover the wild, wonderful heart of Germany's 5th season. From quiet Sundays to wild Carnival, Germany is a land of contrasts and community. These customs might seem odd, but they reveal a culture that values respect, connection, and fun. Exploring these traditions turns any trip into an adventure. The best travel memories come from the quirks and human connections you can't find in a guidebook. Want to make your trip easier? Check out our favorite travel essentials in the video description. Thanks for joining me. Happy travels.